Peace, love, and harmony. We about to keep it clean and crispy. Let's run that intro for 'em. Shout out to all the guys that's listening in.
Young L on the beat.
This is about to get good. We told you we had about 80 tapes, well, about 60 tapes lined up for you. Uh, some of them we're gonna run a lot of slides. We're gonna run the slides. Some of them we're gonna reiterate the old classes with the music and the pictures that we started out with back in the 5 years ago that people like. We got some of them tapes coming. But we came on today to talk to you about Mystery Babylon the Great has fallen. Keep in mind, we got all the tools you can use. You know what I'm saying? This book right here is the Injil by the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York. The Revelations is what we refer to, the Injil, the words of angelical beings. Yeah, and if you got this book, which all of you probably got this book, Revelations 18 is where we read that. But we're gonna talk about this part too. Let's get turned to it. Revelations. Because Mystery Babylon, people wonder who Mystery Babylon is, right? Revelation 17 and 18, it goes into a little bit more. But we want to start. We want to start at Revelation 14. And but this is what we're going to talk about. Mystery Babylon, man. Mystery Babylon. What is Mystery Babylon? Mystery Babylon is a system that goes back to Nimrod. It goes back to Babylonian customs, Babylonian, it's a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta go check out the code of Alaramba, where they, if you did something, they drowned them in the lake, and it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff that is going on in the code of Alaramba. But we're dealing with a system leading up to the point of this point. And when you say, we don't like to say the word America, because it's not America, it's the United States Corporation who are using America as their location grounds. Okay? Now let's break this down. Keep in mind, this is a three things. There's three things connected to this one beast. This three things is, keep in mind what DC really is. DC is a part of an arm or a system. That's the three-headed deal. When you're dealing with the laws of London, and then you're dealing with the Vatican in connection with the military branch, which is DC. Arms, guns on your tamala, right? DC guns on your tamala, because DC into dealing arms. We ain't gonna say too much because we know how they watch. But keep in mind about the Pentagon and all that. They into dealing arms. You see? Now, so Mystery Babylon is just not the corporation. It's a conglomerate of three different heads. The United guys, you know who we talking about. The United guys in cahoots with the Vatican, in cahoots with them when they used to sick friends on people. That was their guard dog at first. Now DC is their guard dogs. Yeah, you know about it. Mustafa, the scribe, you know about it. Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, whether you want to admit it or not, he got this idea or this construct from the Bible, from 1718 Revelation, when it talks about Mystery Babylon, the fall of Mystery Babylon. Elijah Muhammad read the Bible. Keep in mind, because people don't know that. They get, oh, he a Muslim, and he read. I believe the way Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, I believe he read the Bible more than he read the Quran. I'm just telling you, because the Quran is good. It's got some good stuff, but it ain't got more good stuff than the Bible. The Quran got some good stuff though. It got some more. It's more potent probably than some of the stuff that's being said. But I'm saying the Bible got more action going on. It's more of an action book. It got more action in the Bible. It got more spirits and to spiritual science and things going on, right? So Elijah read Revelation 17 and 18. He said, "Yeah, this is talking about America." So he put a book out on it, and he's 1/3 right. He's right. Because this is the America is the head. So when Elijah went at the head, he was going at the head. But you got to add the Vatican, and Elijah Muhammad kind of alluded to the facts in this book when he make the. If you can read between the lines, you can see Elijah Muhammad was on him. He was on him, right? He was headed right on him. But he only could say so much at that time without them coming down on him before he got the nation built up. Right? So what Mystery Babylon is a system. It says this place has become the place of every foul and unclean spirit. Right? America, when they something, I can't say America, like I say, this system, this Babylon system, we already broke down the three parts of the system. This system is now telling Africa that if they don't allow um what's a good word for it? Homophiliac stuff to take place, that they're gonna sanction them. Obama did it. Now Biden's doing it. Biden's is sanctioning Africa because they won't accept homophiliac rainbow project. They won't accept the rainbow project. We got to put it like that. We got to say, they got a tight squeeze on us. I mean, tighter than a frog's behind. We got to say it like that. So they won't allow the stuff to go on, so let's sanction them. Let's starve them out. Let's starve them out because they won't go against the laws of God. I'm telling you. And yeah, if the laws that's on the book been around for a minute, and we all are children of God, because most of y'all are children of Inky, and then you children of Anu, and that's the gods that you're talking about. I'm telling you. So all you niggas are children of God. I'm talking about white and all that, because half of y'all ain't really white. Well, nobody's really white, because white is just another adjective, just like black. Yeah, for fair. Hey, this is fair use, educational purpose only. Now, if you go into detail on this book, like I say, Elijah took 17 and 18 revelations and blew it up. Right? Bible took the whole revelations and just made a whole book out of it. This is the whole revelations, man, right here by the master teacher. Okay. So we back to what we were saying. Philadelphia. Yeah, we got what's going on, Harbor. You see what's going on. The first detailed part of this system breaking down was the dollar, the fall of the dollar. Now, if you haven't been noticing, the value of the dollar has been going down because there's so much floating out there. You see guys overseas in Iraq. I mean, like what's the name of that place they go to? Dubai, and all that. They got billions of dollars just throwing it on their front lawn. What they telling you? They got billions of dollars just throwing it on their front lawn like it's trash. Think over that. Elijah already told you though. So that's the first part of the crumble to this system. Because keep in mind, everything was based off a dollar around the world. Everything was measured against the dollar around the world. Then one guy popped up who, keep in mind, was in connection with Minister Louis Farrakhan, Muhammad Gaddafi. Tried to come out and put an end to the system, to the mystery Babylon. And you saw what happened to him. They put his own people on him. And like Birdman said, for the right amount of money, it can be your own people on you. Yeah, $2-3 million, man, your own cousin, somebody might take you out. That's how these guys playing it, man. People who sell their soul for a little bit of change. But they put his own people on him for the right amount of change. I wonder what that right amount of change was. And that change could go all kind of ways if you listen at the word. Was it for a bad change or a good change? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you. So as we proceed, so that went on. And now the muscle in the background putting hooked up with the same people who were trying to do it, and now they gone ahead and doing it. We got to keep it clean. I got to talk like this. And so now the first blow is getting ready to be dealt to the system. Now we're going to be affected by this. Why? Because we still own the system. We're still using the mark of the beast. How you know it's his mark? because his face is on it. So we still, all of us took the mark. If you working, you know, for the green Fiat with the beast's face on it, that's his mark. Man kill man for that. Women sleep with man for that. Women do whatever man say. Some women for that. His mark must fall first. That's what Elijah point out. The mark gonna fall first, right? They worship his image. His image is straight hair, fur, blonde hair, colored eyes. That's why they put contacts in their eyes to look like the beast. Most Nubians have dark colored eyes. It's rare, which is it's a certain different families that got certain types of eyes, like the hazels and that and this. But for most part, Nubians got dark colored eyes. We are contacts change your colors. You want to be in an image of the beast. Niggas wearing suit and ties. When we wore, Native American type gear, and but like I say, it's different perspectives on it. Me, I blend it up. I'll do a little old and a little new because like I say, we are evolving as a people, and it's gonna be new styles that are gonna come out. They're gonna incorporate the old swag, like the Native American swag, cowboy swag from over here. But the beast's image is the suit and tie. I'm telling you, the devil got a suit and tie on, man. The devil come in a suit and tie, bro. I'm telling you. And he talks smooth. He shuck and jive, and he gonna always have a deal for you. Keep that in mind. That's how you know the devil. He gonna come in a suit and tie, and he gonna have a deal. He got to make a deal. Then you see in Matthew chapter 4, verse 4, when he took Yahshua on a high mountain and he said, let's make a deal. I'm telling you, niggas, watch them niggas that say, let's make a deal. Especially if they got a suit and tie. Yeah, but we're going back to that. So with the inflation, there's several things that's usually being that is being picked at with this, and the reason why the Mother Nature is out to shut this down. Mother Nature is a part of God, and Mother Nature is out to shut this operation down, especially the monetary system that they got that's not backed by real things. It's backed by illusion and mental agreement, insofar as the value of it. Yeah, hit that like, Warren. Shout out Warren. Shout out Ford. Shout out Bays. My Bays, my ears in the building. Yeah, so now that the fall, the mystery Babylon the Great has fallen. She become it goes into detail right there in Revelation 17, where it talks about they took slaves, they took gold, they stole everything. And they said they don't owe nothing to nobody. And then it goes on to say that they force people to drink of their fornication, because America is the biggest producer in sexual films. We got to say it like that. They're the number one producer in sexual films, and they spread it around the world. They're the number one producer in action movies with violence, where people die and blood and ooze, and scary movies and all this. The devil, because it said this place has become the place of every foul and unclean spirits, all kind of demons in America. It's thieving demons, lying demons, cheating demons, rob you demons. The list goes on. It's a long list of demons in America, especially in the major cities like in the land of Nod. But like I say, Mystery Babylon is just not America. It's the Vatican and the Lords of London Parliament system that controls that's being puppeted in the background by the 200 fallen niggas, man, who mix in with Enlil and his seed. Yeah, every unclean spirit, every foul and hateful bird is in America, or in this, or working within that system, especially in America. The most gruesome murders take place in America. The most kidnappings of kids. I mean, the list goes on. This is a criminal type of environment. What do you expect when it was set up by criminals? What do you expect? When I'm not talking about the Republic before they came, I'm talking about the niggas that's on Mount Rushmore. You know, Mount Rush the Moors. They were criminals who got flushed on to America from England as convicts, work release program type guys. And the guys are the guys that go look at that picture of John Hanson. He look what he taking, he's saying they jacking us. We getting robbed. They jacking our country, man. So the guys that's on Mount Rushmore, size Abe, I thought they got Abe up there. Abe, we gonna let him make it. We'll let Abe make it because we got a lot of stuff on Abe. Abe really was trying to blow the black hand. Abe tried to blow the black hand, and that's why they caught him in the theater and put the black hand, put the play on him in the theater, put a Knights of Templar on him, put a one in the back of his head. So we're gonna let Abe make it, because Abe died for righteous name's sake. Abe died for righteous name's sake, trying to bankrupt the black hand. He actually did bankrupt them. So they had to refile in Puerto Rico. Had to get a new license to operate in Puerto Rico after Abe cut the black hand. Yeah. See, all this about to get ready to come out. But we keeping it clean and crispy. So they gotta show us some love. Right? So these same guys now they ran this 3-card Molly so long to where niggas said, you know what, we don't want to even play no more. So now that we don't want to play no more, they like, oh, y'all don't want to play no more? They're like, nah, we don't want to play no more. Then they like, all right, so we got to pack this shit up and go back home. But the problem is they don't got no home. They nomads, like Rod told you. They don't got no home on this planet. They ain't from this planet. That's the killer. Yeah, Abe the vampire hunter. And keep in mind who the vampires are. The beings who got kicked out of France and Switzerland. I mean, it was, I want to say they was in Spain, if I'm not mistaken, where you see that, where Rod saw the statues of them eating the babies. And they got kicked out of ancient Kemet too. Go watch Vampire in Brooklyn. He gave you the whole storyline of these beings I'm telling you about, who mixed their seed with the nomos and became known as the vampire beings. Bible talk about them in the Holy Tablets, where he said that these Dogon people, because it was two groups there. It was a Dogon group, then there was that other group. The other group was the ones that was mixing with the dang on reptilians. And they had humanoid hybrid children who you call now vampires. And they live underground. They can't walk in daylight unless they get certain technology that certain beings give them to where they can have a shield around them from the sunlight. They call them daywalker rings. I'm telling you, man. A lot of this stuff might sound crazy now, but it's gonna come out sooner or later. Just like Baba said, what Baba was saying then, it sounded crazy then. Now it's all reality. Just stuff I'm telling you now, it's gonna sound all reality later. That's right. That's right. Go back and watch that movie again. Chief probably remember. He gave you the whole storyline how they came out of ancient Kemet. They left ancient Kemet, these beings, because we chased them out of ancient Kemet. See, Tahuti go into a little detail in the Emerald Tablets where he said that these people was gonna come and they would call the brothers of the darkness. That's what he referred to them as. And eventually they came. We had to chase them out of ancient Kemet, and we chased them all the way into Transylvania. And then there's some kind of way they got into Switzerland, and they went underground in Switzerland. That's why they show you in Harry Potter that this is his bank where all the gold and diamonds and all that wealth, the natural wealth of the earth, is being stored down underground in Switzerland. Where these beings city got a whole city down there underground in Switzerland. These humanoid reptilian guys, I'm telling you, vampires. The main number one city is in Switzerland underground, and then they got some of them got they held that down, and then some of them got chased out of there and went to France, where they got chased out of there back to Madrid, Air Madrid. They came to Air Madrid, got traced out of Air Madrid by the Mandingos back to Barbados. And then they got chased out of Barbados to New Orleans, New York, Miami. And then some of them spaced out because they was getting chased. Abraham Lincoln comes in, don't hunt these guys. I'm telling you, hunt these guys, and boom, got them shot in the back of the head. Some of these guys, once they got, some of them was getting caught up with New Orleans and these areas, some of them migrated to Hollywood and took over Hollywood. That's why we put out a tape called Dirty Moors Take Over Hollywood. And then we traced some more that's hiding in Utah. And they became known as the Mormons. The first Mormons were dark-skinned people. And they used the white face to organize their religion. A white face of an extraterrestrial named Joseph Smith, who was a damn Venerian. They used his image to promote, to hide behind under this newfound, this so-called religion, they call the Mormons, the Mormons. Think about this. And they created compounds in Utah. Remember, Rod told you that they got these compounds up in New York and New Jersey, and they supposed to be these more Zionist Jews, and that's why they use New Jersey, because they say New Jersey is New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. And New York comes from Old York, where they made deals with these dirty Moors going all the way back into Timbuktu. Going back all the way into Timbuktu. So it's all connected, but we can keep going. We traced them all the way. We traced them all the way to Utah. That's why they got their number one weapon against us, our youth, because they after our youth, NBA YoungBoy. That's why they got them hid out in Utah. And for you people that say cloning not real and that's not this, I heard of the dude on the tape with Roy Hayes. You need to go back and watch my tape called Proof that the cloning is real. I got part 1 and part 2. Go back and watch Proof that cloning is real. These people been cloning since the 30s, man, the late 30s. They started cloning animals first. They got the technology from Grays. They really developed it and got good at it in 1953 when Eisenhower made the deal with these marker beams at Dorsey Air Force Base. 53. And they really got good at it. And then they started making clones of the presidents and shit. And then they really got good at it. And then now that they allow because it's owned by private corporations. So people with a lot of money get into these clubs and they find out, okay, these people can make clones. So they get clones so they can have have extra body parts, like a heart or a lung, because it's not hard to transfer somebody with the same DNA structure, transfer their kidneys or whatever you may have, right? So they've been doing it, right? And I got proof of it. Why would the government come out and make a law against cloning if it wasn't no such thing? Why would George W. Bush and Clinton come out and make a law against people doing cloning in America? So now they got to go out and get an island, and they go. These billionaires go buy these private islands where they got their own government system on their own island, and they build a facility, a cloning facility on the island, to where the government can't stop them no more. So they stop cloning, really cloning in America. They do the cloning on these islands, like Jeffrey Epstein's island and all these islands where it's off limits out of U.S. off of U.S. Or certain jurisdictions where they got their own kind of government set up. Right, so it's going on, and you can go watch that tape, proof of cloning, that we put out on the live side. We break that down for you too. Hell yeah, they can clone anybody, anything. They can clone a rat, a cat, a dog, humans, extraterrestrial. They clone grays and shit. They started doing that over in 65. After they got the technology in 63, 65, at S4, they started making their own hybrid crossbreeding. At first, they started doing from 53 to 65. They started experimenting with all kind of shit down at Los Alamos in New Mexico. They started crossbreeding humans with snakes, humans with rats, humans with dogs, humans with cows. We don't want to show you the pictures to gross you out. Just go look up crossbreed humans, crossbreed dogs, and all this. And then they said, oh, when they started shooting down some of these crafts, they said, oh, let's see, can we clone a gray and crossbreed them with a human? They started doing it, make their own extraterrestrial race underground that they was planning on doing an alien invasion with. Because they got the ships, they got the people, the bodies, as far as the extraterrestrials they were breeding themselves. Yeah, so they was about to do a fake invasion, and they also got that on the books with the Project Blue Beam, where they can make it look like hologramic shit. They got this advanced hologram, so you got to be careful with that too. Cause they got the ships 1945 when they got Hitler. At least they got some of the technology because they did the Project Paperclip, where they gave these scientists, certain amount of scientists, freedom for what have you, from immunity from being tried if they came over and worked up with NASA, which was a cover up. That rocket shit is a cover up. They really was working on the same craft and same shit, the Bell and all that, the same shit Hitler was working on. Mind control, a lot of other stuff. We don't want to get too deep on it. Because we finna get ready to put the new information out, man. We're waiting to August 17th. So we turn up on you boys. So we just all this stuff you should be already up to speed on. Now the war been over with. The war is over. The war is in the mind. All we gotta do is think them out of existence, and it's a wrap. And that's what's happening right now, pretty much. Y'all thinking them out of existence. That's pretty much what's happening right now. The bad extraterrestrials who are here influencing your planet with negative thoughts and negative energy because they need that as a food source. It's like this. It's beings that consume negative energy. Then it's beings that have to generate that energy. So these beings that generate the negative energy work for the beings that need it as a food source because they need it as a food source too. So it's really a job for certain beings to generate negative energy because they need it to eat on, to feed off. Hey man, peace. We humble, man. We ain't we come with it's a whole group of us though. It's like it's 22 others. Me being one of the strongest ones of the brunch, which is what Sananda means. So yeah, we pretty on it, man. It's a lot of stuff that's got to be covered. It's a lot. Yeah, speaking on that, Raymond, like I said, this is it's a slow calm down. And the only reason they're making it like that because they don't want it to be chaotic. But it's already over with. They want to give you $600 to keep them to tell you to help for them to stay in business. They say we're gonna print out some money, and where we getting this money from? If they in debt, if you're in debt trillions of dollars, where you get $600 to give everybody in the world? I mean, in the United States, people that's homeless, or where you get this money from? If you already $6 trillion a debt, 20 some trillion, where you getting this money? If you ain't robbing the American people for it. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. I should have called this tape, they robbing Peter to pay Paul. They are robbing Peter right now to pay Paul. And Peter, Jesus said he was get behind me, devil. And Paul was up to his own business. Now, my perspective is I think he had his own intentions to try to clean his people up in a way, in a sinister type way. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. But because Bible really break it down on that again, man. But yeah, going through me gaining perspectives, you know, it is what it is. Hey, peace, man. Hey, love, peace and harmony. We cracking heads and twisted cap. But as I like as you if you're new coming in, we was talking about the fall of Mystery Babylon that's mentioned of in Revelation 17 and 18. And as we've said, that this system is a conglomerate system that's an old system that goes back all the way to Nimrod. And it's worked its way all the way up into now, where the neck of it or the head of it is this United States corporation system, which is a 3-point system based on the Vatican and Rome, because Rome is connected with the Mystery Babylon. We got to turn over to what Caesar's that is Caesar's. We got to give Caesar what's Caesar's and what's to the Lord, the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Real talk, man. Caesar like this arena, like they back in the Colosseum, they used to fight the gladiators, fight to the death. That's like boxing and all that now. Right? Boxing, they even there fighting, beating each other to death with pig skin. And yeah, we box, but like we don't box just where we can beat somebody up every day. Go beat somebody up just to get in shape, man. Just in case some young punk might think it's sweet, we gonna show them what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we about peace though. Hey, but yeah, man. So, but just think about it, man. America is the Mystery Babylon. It is the head. It's the money system was controlling the whole world. Now nobody wants to take the mark. No, keep the mark. The mark is the money. It's got its numbers on it and it's got its face on it. The beast. The beast, man. But right now in this system, we got to let it play out. Now, how do we let it play out? We let it play out by, as Baba told us, the last, and as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us, his last move was going to be to give his woman over to us. Well, we don't want his woman. That was one of his last moves, to give his woman over to us. He trying to do that real hard right now. So he want to give his woman over to us. We don't need. We got our own woman. We like 2 chains. We ain't got to hit your shit. We got our own shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to drive your car. I got my own car. I ain't got to count your door. I got my own door. So like we on that. All we gotta do is stay out. It's two devils finna get ready to battle each other, and all we gotta do is stay out of their way as they fall and go get cast down into the bottomless pit, right? Into under darkness. So as they say, we have a physical. Yeah, this war is spiritual, man. The only physical part of it left is us ripping the devil off of us. His fast food, his clothes, his system, his whole system. Man, we got to rip it off us. Yeah, it's his last trick, James. You know what Elijah pointed it out for us. Elijah pointed it out for us. He said his last trick, give him his woman, and then after that didn't work, it'll be one more move that he got, and that's to try to. And he already lost that move. Really, his last move is to beg for our forgiveness, get down on his knees, and know that we was loved, that we were the real people. You know, it said that in Revelations chapter 3, verse 9. It says, let me, and I quote, and I quote, Revelations chapter 3, verse 9. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and know that I have loved thee. So that's his last move. Bow down, old Lou, and know that we the people. We been here. Yeah, we the people. That's what we told you niggas when y'all got over here. We the people. The Iroquois Confederation. A lot of this shit might go over niggas' head. Yeah, but we the people. And they the last move is for them to bow down and worship at our feet. But we don't need your worship. Get up. We your fellow servant in the tribulations. Yeah. Like a new say, baby, there's no number but one. And on that note, we sign out. Peace. What up?